have you seen the Kakegurui live action trailer? The one where they make a black guy a slave? Yeah, I've seen it. Well, no, I haven't seen the trailer. I've seen people posting the character comparisons. Kind of an insane move, Netflix. I can't say that I approve of it for, honestly, a variety of reasons. That's weird. That was very weird of you. That was very, very, very weird of you to do, Netflix. Why did they do that? There's already a live action? Well, Netflix doesn't count any sort of Asian live adaptations. So I cannot believe. So for those of you who don't know, they made there's an anime out there called Kakegurui, and it's a gambling anime where the premise is a bunch of high schoolers are going to this school that has like a underground gambling ring. Basically, it's like the whole, like, the favorite pastime of the school. Oh my god. The favorite pastime of the school is gambling, and basically, if you are in a certain level of debt, you are at the bottom of like this ranking. And if you're at the bottom of the ranking, bottom of the leaderboard, basically, you become other people's pets slash slaves. And yes, the word slave is used in Kakegurui, as far as I remember anyways. So Netflix, in their infinite wisdom, decided to make a live action adaptation where they change the race of the main character, which I've talked about this before. I really don't mind race swapping characters. To me personally, it is a non-issue. However, in this particular example, you have race swapped a character. You have race swapped a Japanese guy into a black guy who then becomes the slave slash pet of the class. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? If the actor is good, it's a non-issue. I agree. If the actor is good, it's a non-issue. I don't care. Usually the actor's not good, which is where things get weird. But in this particular example, it's like, that's a crazy move. They also turned the lowly into a fuckboy, which, God, I hope the fucking Netflix staff get hit by a bus. That one was, I take more offense to that one. Hold on, let me show you guys. Okay, so the main girl, the main love interest, the one who basically says, I can save him to the male lead, but she seems to have something up her sleeve. She's not quite all there. Her interests seem to be underlined by some sort of conspiracy, okay? Her casting looks all right. She looks a bit more, I don't know, I guess like cutesy, but this might just be like an off picture. Might just be like an off picture. I don't know. She doesn't like quite have the same energy. Then you have the male lead. What? You made the guy who becomes the class pet black? And you didn't think of like that might be an issue, that might be weird? Oh my god, I just got jump scared by my dad.
What's up, Chad?
What the hell?
Delivering Uber Eats.
Is this chicken nuggets?
The spicy chicken nuggets.
Oh, hell yeah, thank you. Anyways. So yeah, insane. And then this girl, I can't remember her name. They made her white. I don't know. Like, the design is bad, but like, I guess if you're gonna have like an Americanized version, like, I don't think this is like the worst. It's pretty goofy looking. Her eye patch looks like it's from like Party City, but like, it's not terrible. I'm not bothered by her race swap. I don't know if her race ever plays a part in literally anything. I think pretty much all the Japanese characters, except for the female lead, get race swapped. Although I don't know if the actor is Japanese. I wonder why they race swapped everybody except for the female lead. But yeah, then they made the mask girl. I think she was the sister of the class president. Yeah, she's not the class president. She's like the sister of the class president or something. The masked one. Everyone knows her as the masked one. They make it so you can see her eyes and she's just wearing like a COVID mask, which is interesting. I feel like that's a bit of a dumb move, because if you watch the show, one of the one of the purposes of this character is she is sometimes a stand-in for the class president. So by wearing the full face mask, it's like, okay, am I interacting with like the class president or am I interacting with the sister? It's like she's a body double basically. So by uncovering her eyes, you take away a lot of that mystery. She shouldn't be recognizable. No, it doesn't make any sense for her to have a partial mask like this. And then there's a class president who does not look like the twin, which also curious change for the Japanese live action version. Chat, I'm gonna maybe piss a lot of people off here, but I think most Japanese live actions also fucking suck dog dick. Most Japanese live actions feel very much like Japanese live action adaptations of anime tend to be just kind of shallow cash grabs. Okay, true. Okay, so chat, you guys know, you guys have seen, unfortunately, that like just because it's made in Japan does not mean that they're necessarily cooking. And you can kind of see that with the twin, with the class president or with the school president's sister. Like they make her hair black. That's weird. I feel like she should have the same hair color as the class president because, again, the twin is the stand-in sometimes for the class prez. Was Death Note worse in Japan or the US? I didn't see the Japanese version. I think the US version wasn't the worst live action adaptation I've seen. It wasn't necessarily good, but I can think of live action adaptations that are worse. Like the Full Metal Alchemist live action adaptation, which was Japanese. That was not good. That was really, really bad. Dragon Ball Z, yeah, the Dragon Ball Z movie. Yeah, also the two girls look like they have two different like hair textures too. Like the class prez has like wavy hair. Maybe that's like styled. I don't know. I'm not girly enough to know. But I don't know. It's very strange that they didn't try to make these two characters look more like each other when that's kind of the whole point of that character. They turned the really cute loli into a fuckboy with a zoomer ass haircut. That's horrible. That is, in my opinion, the worst of the changes. We all know why they did it, because she's young and cute. That's literally the only reason why they did it. That's literally the only reason why. Bro got poodle hair. Yeah. They didn't want to adapt like a more petite character. And then Mary, I don't know. I just think she's ugly. It doesn't, like, I don't know. I also feel like from like a visual perspective, Mary having the same hair color as the female lead, I liked Twin more than I liked regular Kakegururi because it had more Mary in it. And I feel like by taking away Mary's blonde hair, you kind of take away a lot of her contrast with, I'm blanking on the female lead's name right now. It's been quite a while since I watched Kakegururi, so feel free to correct me if I'm wrong on anything. But as far as I remember it, Mary goes to the school. Jabami. Mary goes to the school and she has to climb her way up. She doesn't start an ace, basically. She gets fucked over. She has to go through the system and she's molded by it into a very strong, cutthroat person. And part of her appearance is that she looks like she's like a typical spoiled rich girl. She looks like a dumb blonde, basically. She looks like she wouldn't be very threatening. She looks like she's just an NPC among the crowd, basically. Whereas Jabami, she's got like a little bit of like kind of like a princessy air. She's got like the hibe cut, but she's got like kind of more of like a mysterious, strange atmosphere to her. You can't quite tell what's going on in her head, even when it feels like she's being open. So you have these two characters that are both like very, how do I say this? Both like very devilish, but one you interpret as being like a devil and then you see the softer side of her, and the other one is trying to show you a softer side, but you can see that there's like a devil inside of her, if that makes sense. So it feels strange to me that the casting for the Netflix version of Mary, she doesn't look very princessy. She looks just kind of normal. She's not, I don't know, she doesn't have like a scary atmosphere to her, I guess. She just looks normal. She looks regular. And she doesn't have very much contrast with a Jabami. And these two characters are like very connected. So I don't know. It's Stop wording, but message achieved. It's very unfortunate. It's their asses were not cooking. Which live action are you talking about? The new one? Yeah. They couldn't even give her bangs or sharper makeup so she looks less like a 12-year-old. I don't know why. Like, she just doesn't read like Mary at all. Both of these two bottom castings are fucking egregious. But maybe the performance will be fine. Babyface, that's a good word for it. She's very baby-faced. Is that a guy? Yeah, they replaced the cute loli with a guy. Which, from like a personal standpoint, I find horrific. I guess in terms of a story standpoint, it doesn't make any sense, but it's not like the worst thing to happen. It is very strange to change this character into a girl or into a guy when, if I remember correctly, like the class president is not very fond of males. So it doesn't make sense that one of the other student council members, I keep calling her class president. She's not class president. She's like the school president, student council president. So it's weird that like she would allow this, I guess. I think there were male student council members, but they're kind of like kept at a distance. There's very much clear favoritism towards the female student council members. She wears a rabbit hat. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be a dog. Stemwinder, thank you. If I ever own an IP and it gets adapted, I'll never trust Americans to adapt it. Case in point. Yeah, so least worst adaptation, I'm gonna say the crazy bitch that likes fingernails. So the third one in this list, the girl with the eye patch. But they're all pretty bad. They're all extremely bad. I just don't know why you would do this. Casting Loli as a guy feels the most unhinged cast of the group. I think the male lead takes the cake for that. they made fingernail chick a guy as well. What? So this is the girl where her parents own a card company and she's like the introduction to the craziness of the series. They made her a guy as well, which I guess doesn't really matter. Like, I don't think her gender was important necessarily. They gender swapped and race swapped her. Just a fucking crazy fucking casting list. Swapping everything. Yeah. Wait, they literally swapped everything. They changed her gender, they changed her race, and they changed just those things. Ronaldo, thank you. If the changes don't matter, why did they bother to change it? When I say like changes don't matter, it's like, okay, like if an actor can be a specific character and bring something to the role that nobody else can, like I think it's fine to make changes like this. As long as it's not important to the character's identity, right? Like making the student council president into a man would be fucking insane because one of like her main themes is her preference for women, basically. Also, I feel like, well, I guess maybe they could find, I guess there's probably a big pool actually of Japanese actors who would appreciate the work in Hollywood. Thank you. So they made a Yoshikage Kirya from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure instead of a hand fetishist into a fingernail fetishist god. Please don't compare a Netflix adaptation of a character from Kakegururi to Yoshikage Kira. Although the Yoshikage pun is funny. I wonder why they don't do that. I just thought about that for like 5 seconds. Why don't they just hire a Japanese cast for these adaptations? And then you'd be able to have people who'd be able to say the names correctly and everything. Maybe there isn't enough? Not diverse enough. You'd have a literally all minority cast. Chat, all I can say for sure is please do not hate watch. Ah! Please do not hate watch the Kakegururi Netflix adaptation. Because giving them any sort of watch time incentivizes Netflix into making more of that trash. Thank you. Which of your fave shows would you trust Hollywood with? Like anime? I wouldn't necessarily trust them with it, but it would kind of be fucking hilarious to see something like an Aremo adaptation. Like, how would they even go about that? Fucking do it. Do it, bitch. Do it. Do it. Adapt it. I dare you. I dare you, motherfuckers. You can't even use the, like, excuse... Wait, you know what? You know what? Actually, I want to see Netflix adapt Yosuga no Sora. That one would be incredible. How are you gonna adapt it? How are you gonna adapt it, Netflix? You love sex scenes. You gonna put those in? You gonna put those in your adaptation? Are you gonna do it? A sex scene between a brother and sister? Are you gonna do it? What about the different, like, the different changes to the different characters? Are you gonna adapt those routes? JP is white-coded? What the fuck? What do you mean white-coded? Japanese people are literally Asian. What? Huh? Netflix unironically sees it that way? What? It's white adjacent? No, it's not. What? I can't tell if you guys are fucking with me. Thank you. Yes, the very white coded names like Kenchi. Gabriel Campos, thank you. Model. Oh, man. I don't want to get into this fucking discussion, dude. This shit is out of my league, man. I'm just here to laugh at the shit Netflix casting, okay? Bring Kirshawn to tell you about it. You know, I would hate nothing more than that conversation, actually.
Everybody, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to Low Effort Clips. That's right, Low Effort Clips, right here on YouTube.com. Yeah, and hit the notification bell. Yeah.